I am the angel
Yeah,
Gabriel.
this really ain't that good. I know a lot of people like the Mandela catalogue, and I'm not here to say that you can't, and I'm not here to say that the creator's a bad person, nor am I trying to say he's bad at his job. What I'm trying to say is that this series, or more accurately, this one episode, is not that good, and that it's arguably the worst piece of analog horror of all time. So we start off with a text-to-speech voice telling us about the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. This is, it's okay. It kind of feels like a YouTube proof though, and not an actual horror series. Then we get the clip that I started off the video with, and yeah, it's not good. Simply put, it's not scary at all. Not only does it start with the angel's name being censored, only for it to immediately have his name be said, but also, I just don't find it going, I'm the scary. Not to mention, isn't it kind of weird that there's the VHS filter here, even though this is supposed to be like a clip from the past, not on a VHS tape? Like, I'm a sucker for analog horror, I love Gemini Home Entertainment, but there needs to be a reason for it. You then hear the angel guy say some gibberish, like there's a just never found the noises made by alternate scary, like even the modern stuff can fall victim to it at times. But it's not all doom and gloom. The fact that you can see the face in the window, and this scene in general is okay. I wouldn't say it's like great analog horror. It pales in comparison to even the worst of Gemini Home Entertainment. But I will admit that this is the closest to modern day Mandela catalogue that we get, and I do think that Alex Kister is good at the modern stuff. Considering how low the budget is for it, like, I wasn't expecting anything like this. Or something like this. But it's good for what it is, and I can't complain as I too have a very low budget. This scene though is almost comical. I think I've laughed at it before. When it gets dark, it's comedic almost, as it just doesn't give off any scary vibes, and the false shepherd in the sky looks weird because you can't see his legs, meaning it probably would have been smarter if it just started at the shot. Also, his voice is intimidating enough at the window, but when you can see what's making the noise, it's not as scary. I don't know what it's about. I just don't find the whisper voice as scary anymore. And of course, there is the now infamous face that this angel called. Like, I'm sorry, but that's not scary. That is a thing with googly eyes. Like a Scooby-Doo monster if it was made out of marble. Keep in mind, this face is what some people call the scariest thing on the internet. I could probably do a 5-minute Google search and find something scarier. So you know what? I will. You tell me which one is scarier, because I'm definitely going with the one on the left. We then get this really on-the-nose, like, scene that, at least for me, kind of just tells us everything that we need to know about this, like, situation. That the devil has replaced Gabriel in the nativity story, and now he's deceived everybody into thinking that he is the one true savior. The scene is kind of dull and boring, but there's technically nothing wrong with it per se. I just don't find it entertaining because I just can't. It's boring, it's dull, and I'm too busy laughing because I just saw the googly eyes on that guy's face. And just ends with a song you'd expect out of a 90s sitcom. So that was my piece on why this single episode of the Mandela catalogue is possibly the worst piece of analog horror of all time. That being said, I don't think the entire series is horrible. I do think there's better though. and I am hoping that this is not the last time we see this concept being done, maybe having an official remake or something with said criticisms in mind, as this is a good idea on paper, it's just failed. In practice, it's really nothing special and shouldn't be treated like it's the greatest analog horror of all. I've seen the creator of Mandela, Alex Kister, getting very negative about his works in comment sections of other videos, and I wouldn't recommend, and I would just want to say that if he sees this, that is not true and that your work has not ruined the analog horror genre. However, this single episode probably wasn't the best starting point, and it is a shame. It is the most viewed analog horror video of all time. I'm hoping to make a more positive video next time, maybe on a series that I like. I don't know, what one should I do?